If you enjoy listening to inspirational stories from people just like us, facing the fear and doing it anyway, then you're in the right place. My name is Claire Hill, and this is the No Rest for the Vivid podcast. Hello, welcome to another Mini Monday episode with me, Claire Hill, your host. You may be watching me on YouTube or listening to the podcast, or I don't know. I think that's the only two ways. I'm losing track. Hello, welcome to another Mini Monday. I've just said that. It's just because I'm distracted because I'm moving my mic. I want to talk to you today about psychographics. And I'm actually going to just fetch my notepad because I've written down exactly what they are. And I can talk to you about them without going to my notes. But this is this new part of me that I'm embodying, being a really prepared Paula and actually looking at my notes if I need them. So psychographics is all about your customer or client's personality, their values, opinions, attitudes, interests, lifestyles, dreams, hopes, wishes, and wants. Not Mildred that lives down the lane. Mildred that lives down the lane, that has 3 kids aged 5 to 11. She earns between this and that bracket, aged between 35 and 44, lives in a semi-detached in the suburbs of Cumbria. Cumbria's a county, isn't it? Carlisle. So all I'm saying is that we have been programmed to think of our ideal client and our ideal customer by maybe the demographics, you know, the ethnicity, religion, age, where they live, what they do, profession, etc. Have they got children? How old are the children? But how can you write to somebody like that? How can you write your content, your marketing designed at someone who is aged between 35 and 44? Like, how would you actually set the tone of your content? It's quite difficult, isn't it? So, but once you think, what do they hope for? So I'm going to use an example of my wire up business, Vivid Wire. One of the things that is really key about my ideal customer is they are house proud. They love to have people, when people are coming around, they love to have the house looking amazing, okay? They try and do it most of the time. They like having walls. They're very conscious about the finer details of decor. So when they are looking at their blank walls, they think, oh, that blank wall needs a little bit of life. That blank wall is looking a little bit sad. And I think, I know. I need some bold, brave, colourful wall art on there. That Claire Hill, she makes wire words over at Vivid Wire. If I get some of her wire words, I'm going to feel pretty impressed with myself. I'm going to be proud. I'm going to want to show it off to all my friends. Then they make the purchase and my content writes to that person. Same with my coaching, my ideal client. They want to feel like life is better than how it started, that they can create their own story. The people that I work with have maybe gone through something quite traumatic, but they believe that there is a reason that happened. There has to be something good that comes out of that bad situation. There has to be. Otherwise, why did it happen? Sometimes we can get lost in the negative of, well, I mean, because it's so bloody painful, but something that's terrible that happens, in retrospect, when we look back, we think, well, if that hadn't have happened, this, that, and the other. I mean, I wouldn't wish to feel that sadness and go through that again. And I wouldn't wish anything, and I'm talking about myself now, I wouldn't wish that on anybody else. But when I look back, I think, God, if that hadn't have happened to me, if I hadn't had that childhood or had those experiences as an adult and had those experiences with my mental health, I wouldn't be able to help people. I wouldn't be able to show up like this and think, oh, I know, I'm going to do a podcast all about psychographics and writing to your ideal customer and client. But when you sit down, and I'm going to just now leap back to the original point of this Mini Monday episode, when you think back about psychographics, and you are looking and seeing, what does my client hope for? What does my client want? or my customer, sorry, what does my customer look for in their day to make it feel like it's going to be a good day? If they're really productive, is that a really good day for them? Or if they won some money on the lottery, or they made a sale at work if they work in sales, or they're a teacher, and actually a good day is when a child that they've been working with for so long nails it in their lesson. What is it that makes a good day for your ideal client or customer? What do they dream of? Where do they go on holiday? When they sit there and think my dream holiday would it be to Florida, Disney World, or would it be to like Mauritius or Thailand, or would it be climbing and hiking in Canada, for example? There's all these different things, but those different profiles of people and what they want and hope and dream of means that they're going to approach what you have got to offer them in a different way. So sit down, have a think about your ideal client, like even to the point of when they treat themselves, what do they treat themselves with? What feels a bit special? Is it just a nice new pair of slippers, or is it going to a spa for the day? And straight away, but everybody's, like my ideal client, customer probably does a bit of both. I mean, who doesn't like a new pair of slippers? Who doesn't like a spa day? But the way that you target those different people is different in your marketing. And it's having that ideal customer or client that you write your content to and about what they hold dear to them, what they dream of. That's when you start nailing your content. Okay, there you go. Just a little mini snippet for you. You can watch this on YouTube, or you can listen to it wherever you listen to your podcast. Please share. It makes such a difference. Honestly, it is. I'm just like to say that thank you so much for everybody that has been sharing the podcast, because the listens and plays are going up and my audience size is growing. And I'm just really, really grateful, because as long as it's growing and people are enjoying it, I'm going to keep going and doing it. And it just, it just helps me out massively. Right. Have an amazing week. Thank you so much for listening to the No Rest for the Vivid podcast, written, produced and hosted by Claire Hill, and music has been composed by my brother, Phil Vidler.